And this is the way it looks once it's printed. You do it on white paper, and I'll tell you why. You're going to take your front and back, your Miss New Orleans pageant. You're going to take your entry form, and you're going to staple it, okay? They keep all the information that they need without having to keep calling you or emailing you, and then they fill this entry form out, and they send it in to you, okay? So this is your entry form. The last pageant I learned from something that I did. It wasn't a mistake. It was a learning tool. I had my entry forms on a trifold paper. They were very easy to keep in my purse. You know, they kind of looked like this, and they were easy to give out, but once they came back to me, it was very hard to read the small print at the podium, so I had to rewrite everything. So this entry form will be sent in to me. It goes directly at the podium, and it's big enough to see it visually when you have to read under pressure. Sometimes the ballroom lights are dim and you need lighting, so it's very important that your entry form is big enough and readable. So these are the children. I got 200 copies to start me out. I'm going to stick some of them in the mail. You know, since that computer stuff came out, most of the entry forms are now posted online, so my mailing expense has gone down tremendously. The older girls portion is a little bit different. You can see I took pictures from last year's Queens. It's going to be the front of the entry form. This is going to be the other side of it. It has all the general information about interview, evening gown, swimsuit, their bio, their MC sheet, everything that these girls need to prepare. And then once again, I did the entry form the same way. This is, yeah, Miss New Orleans. This is their entry form. This is what they're going to fill out and mail back to you. This is what you'll use for them, but then they're going to fill out an MC sheet that you will give to the MC that's going to be reading that. But anyway, so these are your forms. This is what you do 2 weeks after your pageant. It just depends how many you give. I give 5 pageants a year, so as 2 weeks over, I'm doing my publications and my printing, and I'm moving on to the next one. Now, another good thing that I want to add to the journal that I think is very important, these are copies of DVDs of the children's portion of the pageant and the older girls. I don't really like to look at them. I look at them once, but I don't need to keep doing because I knew what happened and what went on. But this is an excellent advertising tool for you. I had a girl call me. Her name is Rhonda. She's going to be in the Miss New Orleans pageant. Rhonda, she's done a few small local pageants, but she's never done anything at this magnitude. She says, is there anything that you can give me to give me a general idea what to expect? Perfect. Rhonda's going to get a copy of this DVD, and she's going to look at the pageant from the very beginning, the way the girls walk on stage, the categories that we compete in. She's going to have a general information, and she's going to feel confident that when she gets to the hotel, she's going to know what to expect. So DVDs are very, very powerful tools to lend out. Now that's the key. Make sure that you put property of your pageant's business name on these DVDs, and these girls will turn these back into you at registration, and then you can use them again for the next pageant. So these are powerful tools that you need to make money and to be successful at your pageant. Thanks for joining me.